Welcome to the latest Orion Private Wealth Management newsletter. Since the last video update, the Reserve Bank has cut the official interest rate by 0.25%, and this is as a consequence of their outlook of a softening Australian economy in the months ahead. This was largely expected by analysts and certainly provided no surprise to markets. In addition, I've been having a number of meetings over the last fortnight, and I had the opportunity to have a private meeting with the Federal Cabinet Minister. I inquired about the proposed superannuation changes, and he commented that these changes haven't yet been discussed in the party room, and so therefore there really isn't much further illumination as to what final form those changes may take. The proposed changes do affect a number of you, and as soon as there is greater clarity, I'll certainly be in contact with you as to what strategies you may need to consider. He also commented that the Australian credit rating was under review, and what was critically important for the rating agencies was to see that the Parliament could operate efficiently and implement budget repair. So we'll certainly be watching that closely, particularly as the Federal Parliament resumes for the first time following the election. I also attended a boardroom briefing by Credit Suisse and presented by the Chief Investment Strategist for Credit Suisse Australia. This was particularly informative, and I was able to interrogate their house view on a number of key issues, particularly their outlook for the domestic and global economy. A couple of the key points that I took away from that, which I'm sure you'll find interesting, is that we're certainly living in a low interest rate, low growth environment, and that is likely to continue for some time. There's broad consensus on that, so that was not a great surprise. He did articulate that the Swiss government has recently issued government bonds for 20-year government bonds with a negative interest rate. So that is certainly forecasting low interest rates for some time ahead. Interestingly, with regards to currency, which I'm often asked about, particularly with clients with international businesses, their forecast is between 68 to 78 cents. And essentially what he was saying was it's very, very difficult to forecast the Australian currency, particularly against the US currency at the moment. He also provided some insight into the volatility, which he said was very low. So despite Brexit and despite the uncertainty of Trump as the Republican candidate for the presidential elections at the end of November, beginning of November, this was not having an effect on the volatility in markets. With regards to the US, he also noted that US spending is improving, which is showing that there's continued strength in the US economy, and that there were some signs of wages growth, which, although can cause some inflation, is actually a positive sign that the economy is strong and getting stronger. As far as domestically, he commented that resource stocks are likely to be the star performers, and that earnings growth is likely to improve for the major resource companies. He confirmed that some analysts are viewing the Australian equity market as expensive because there isn't the expectation of earnings growth. However, explain the recent increases in the share prices to do with the fact that alternates such as cash and term deposits were unattractive. And finally, he commented that the challenge for advisors at this point in time is to identify managers who can have a proven track record of being able to provide a positive return to clients in a sideways moving market. And that's certainly what I've been seeking to do for some time, and you would have noticed that from the discussions we've had during our review appointments. Finally, tax statements are starting to be prepared and sent out now. We consolidate these for you, and they will be loaded onto the CCH portal when they are available. Until the next video update, thank you.